everyone. Myself, Arshdeep Singh, Assistant Professor, Media Medical Institute of Nursing and Hospital, Bhopal. So today I am going to explain you about a new topic. That's an interesting topic that today I am going to teach you about some of the important questions related to the community health nursing. That is the some of the important MCQs. So that would be very beneficial for the students. So likewise, the GNM students who are having exams in the nearby time. So today I'm going to explain that. Okay. So these are the questions, some of the questions that might be asked in the practical, or either it is also beneficial, would be also beneficial for the uh, students who are going to give the various types of recruitment tests of the government job or the government job. So let's start with the topic. That's MCQs, important MCQs for community health nursing. Okay. So first question is that, just a second. Okay, let's start with the topic. The first question is the extra energy allowances needed per day during pregnancy are. So the question is that during pregnancy, the total energy or extra energy that is required by a pregnant woman. So here are the options: 150 calories, 200, 300, and 550. So the correct answer is 300 calories, kilocalories energy. Okay. So a graph or the chart is displayed over here that reference each what is for the man, woman, pregnant woman, and the lactating woman, and the total energy requirements. Okay, so let's see for the age 18 to 29, it is uh, for the man who is having the age of 18 to 29, weight is 60 kg, protein intake is 60 gram per day. So that is the requirement of the protein intake. And next is the energy. What is the total energy requirement per day in kilocalories? So it is for the man, for the light work is 24-25 light work, 28-75 moderate work, person who are indulged in the moderate work, and 3800 for the persons who are indulged in the heavy work. Okay. Next is the woman who is having the age of 18 to 29, weight is 60, and protein intake would be the 50 gram per day, and energy requirement kilocalories per day would be 1875 light work, 2225 moderate work, and 29 to 25 heavy work. So I would like to tell you that this was the question that was asked in the recent recruitment exam of the tutor domestic nursing. So that is very important, I would say, and it is also beneficial for you. So just take a printout of this slide and save this video so that you can get the benefit from this video. Okay, so these are the questions that are frequently asked in the examinations. Next is for the pregnant woman, it is protein intake will be the 50 plus 15. So that is the extra gram of protein per day that is required by the pregnant woman. And the energy requirement would be the 2200 it is, and plus 300 like we have studied in the question. And for the lactating woman, it is 50 plus 25. So it is the extra protein that is required by the intake that is required by the female, and 2200 plus 550 when the mother is lactating. Okay, so that was about the total energy, extra energy allowances that are needed by the pregnant or the lactating woman. Second one is that the recommended daily energy intake of the adult woman with heavy work. So we have recently seen in the uh, table. So options are 1800 kilocalories per day, 2100 kilocalories per day, 2300 kilocalories per day, and 2900 kilocalories per day. So the correct answer would be the 2900 kilocalories per day. Okay. So likewise, let me show you. Uh, uh, like it is written here that 29 to 2925 is the energy requirement for the in kilocalories per day for the woman who is having is doing the heavy work. So the correct answer will be 2900 kilocalories per day. Next is Maize is deficient in. So maize is deficient in tryptophan, threonine, and methionine, and leucine. So the correct answer is tryptophan. So maize is deficient in what nutrient? It is deficient in tryptophan. Okay. So explanation is written over here is maize protein is deficient in lysine and tryptophan, but has fair amounts of sulfur containing amino acids. Okay. Next is the uh, calorie intake of 1-year-old child. So what would be the calorie intake for 1-year-old child per day in kilocalories? So calories intake. So options are 800, 1000, 1200, and 1500. The correct option will be 1000. Okay. So how we calculate this energy requirement for 1-year-old child is that is 100 kilogram per uh, kg. Mean body weight is 10.3 kg, and then energy requirement at each year is that is 100 into 10.30, that is 1030 kilocalories. So this is the way how would we calculate the caloric intake for the infant. Okay, 1-year-old child. Okay, next is the extra calorie intake for the lactating mothers. So the extra calorie intake for the lactating mother is the options are 300 kilocalories, 400 kilocalories per day, 550 kilocalories per day, and 600 kilocalories per day. The correct option will be 550 kilocalories per day. Okay, so that is the correct answer. So I hope your the screen is clear and you are getting each and everything in a clear manner. Okay, next is the maximum amount of vitamin D is present in which of the following? So these are the frequently asked question and the brainstorming question, I would say. So because in this each option looks correct, so we have to find the which is the correct one. Okay, the most correct. The maximum amount of vitamin D is present in which of the following? That is in milk, egg, fish fat, or cod liver oil. And the correct answer is cod liver oil. Okay. So the total gram of uh, vitamin D present in the all of these is like the cod liver oil contains the maximum number of the vitamin D, that is 200 to 750, and fish fat is having 5 to 30, egg is 1.25 to 1.5, and milk is 1. Okay, microgram per 100 gram. Next is the test for efficiency of pasteurization of milk is which test? The question is which test is confirmed, or which test is used to check the efficiency to check the efficiency of the pasteurization of milk. Is the milk completely pasteurized? So we do a test, that is the options are methylene blue, phosphate test, ODA test, and nitric acid test. And the correct option is B, that is phosphate test. Next is explanation. So test which is carried out on milk after it has been pasteurized to check efficiency includes phosphate test, standard plate test, and chloroform test. Okay, so the correct option would be the phosphate test. Next is in comparison to cow's milk, which one of the following is more in human milk? Okay, so we have to compare the cow's milk with the human milk. So the options are lactose, proteins, minerals, and iron. Okay, so the correct option is the lactose. Okay, next is ninth question is niacin deficiencies in maize eating population is due to. Uh, uh, so the question is niacin deficiency in maize eating population is due to why there is the deficiency of the niacin in the population that usually have maize in that usually consumes maize as their staple diet. So which thing is deficient? So that is due to the what is the cause that niacin deficiency is present in those population or the people living in that population. So we are having the options high tryptophan, high isoleucine, high leucine, and high phenylalanin. Okay, so the correct answer is high leucine. Okay, next is in niacin deficiency all the following are seen except. So in case of niacin deficiency, these are symptoms, and which of these is not present if there is the niacin deficiency? So the options are deafness, diarrhea, dementia, and dermatitis. The correct option is deafness. All of other are present, deafness is absent. Next is Yes, the next is test to detect iron deficiency in community is. So we are having the options transferrin, serum ferritin, serum iron, and hemoglobin. So which test is done to detect the iron deficiency in communities? Is the best test available? That the correct option is serum ferritin. Okay. Next is the vitamin A supplements administered in prevention of nutritional blindness in children program contains. Okay. So what amount of vitamin A is supplied through the supplements that are provided under the Prevention of Nutritional Blindness in Children program. So, what is the correct option? We are having the option 25,000 international units per ml, 2 lakh international units per ml, 3 lakh international units per ml, or 5 lakh international units per ml. Okay, so the correct option here is 2 lakh international units per ml. Okay, next is all the following are good source of omega-3 PUFA except. So all of these are the good source of omega-3, but one of these is not the correct or the good source. So which one is that? We are having the options mustard oil, groundnut oil, corn oil, fish oil. So which is the correct answer? That is mustard oil. Okay, that is the correct option. So explanation is that omega-3 fatty acids are essential but cannot be manufactured by the body. Okay, this is the main reason that these are essential to the body, but they are not manufactured by the body. They reduce inflammation and help in preventing risk factors associated with the chronic diseases such as heart, cancer, and arthritis. So omega-3 is very beneficial. So they reduce the inflammation and they also improve the functioning of the and they also prevent the various types of risk factors that are associated with the heart diseases. They prevent the heart diseases and cancer and the arthritis. So sources of omega-3 acids are soybean oil, green leafy vegetable, fish oil, milk oil, corn oil, but mustard oil is not a good source of omega-3 fatty acid. Okay. Next is which of the following pulses has the highest content of iron? So the options are Bengal gram, red gram, black gram, or soybean. So has highest content of iron. So the correct option is D. That is soybean has the highest content of the iron. Next is so the total content of iron it contains is 15.7 mg and Bengal gram has vitamin C. Okay. Next is amino acid deficient in wheat is which of these amino acid in which of these uh, the amino acid that is deficient in wheat is which of the following amino acid is deficient in wheat? So we are having the four options: leucine, methionine, lysine, and cysteine. So the correct option is lysine. So that is deficient in wheat. Okay, and not just the lysine and threonine amino acid is also deficient in wheat. Next is highest amount of saturated fatty acid is seen in. What is the highest amount of saturated fatty acid is present in which of the types of oils? We are having the options groundnut oil, soybean oil, sunflower oil, and palm oil. So the correct option is palm oil. Highest amount of saturated fatty acid is seen in palm oil. Okay, so a percentage of the fatty acid that is present is shown in that. The fatty acid contents of the saturated fat, that's coconut oil contains 92%, then is the butter 60%, and is the palm oil that is 46%, and then is the cottonseed oil that is 25%. So the palm oil has the highest amount of saturated fatty acid. Okay. Next is epidemic dropsy is due to. So we are having the option BOAA, sanguinarine, and alpha toxin, and ergot. So which of the following option is correct? Though there is an explanation that is endemic dropsy is due to the contamination of the mustard oil with arginine oil, which contains the toxicant sanguinarine. Okay, so that is the toxin that is present in the that causes the epidemic dropsy. So that is present in the that type of oil, and that is the mainly cause for the epidemic dropsy. Next is Kupuswami classification is based on all except. Okay, so there is a classification So Kupuswami classification is based on all except we are having the option that is income, education, occupation, and type of house. So the correct option is type of house. House of type of house is not covered under the classification of Kupuswami classification. Okay, rest others like the income, occupation, and education are covered under the classification of Kupuswami classification. Next, all are waterborne diseases except which of the following is not a waterborne disease? First is the leptospirosis. Second one is the schistosomiasis. Third is the fish tapeworm, and last D option is the brucellosis. So the correct option is brucellosis, and the explanation is brucellosis is a highly contagious zoonosis caused by the ingestion of the unsterilized milk or wheat from infected animals or close contact with their secretions. So it is not a waterborne disease. Okay, waterborne diseases are the diseases that are caused from the contaminated water and the type of infection that are from the various types of infected water. Okay. Next is the ICDS scheme was started in which year? In which of the year ICDS scheme was started? So we are having the options 1965, 1970, 1975, and the option is 1985. So the correct option is 1975, and it is a commonly or I would say a regularly asked question in various types of recruitment tests. ICDS scheme was started in which year? That is the year is 1975, and it is a very important question. So mark it as a very important question. Okay. So explanation is written over here that Integrated Child Development Scheme, that is the full form of ICDS, was launched on 2nd of October 1975, and today ICDS scheme represents one of the world's largest and the most unique programs for the early childhood development. So it is the one of the world's largest program for the children, and it contains the various components like the environmental sanitation, okay, the supplementary nutrition to the children, okay, and the development, overall development, that is growth and development of the child is covered under this program, okay, and prevention and immunization is also covered under this program. That is ICDS, and launched in the year 1975. Next is about the tablets supplied by the government of India contain the following amount of iron and folic acid. So, which is the correct uh, amount of the dosage of the iron and the folic acid tablet that is supplied by the government? The options are 60 milligram elemental iron plus 500 microgram folic acid, plus second option is 100 milligram elemental iron plus 500 microgram folic acid. Third is a 200 milligram elemental iron plus 1 milligram folic acid, or last is 100 milligram elemental iron plus 5 milligram folic acid, and the correct option is B, that is 100 milligram of the elemental iron plus 500 micrograms folic acid. So this is the correct option. That is the iron and the folic acid tablet has this much amount of dosage of iron and folic acid. So explanation is RCH2 has a provision of iron and folic acid tablet in a concentration of 100 milligram elemental iron plus 500 microgram folic acid. It is also given under the National Nutritional Anemia Prophylaxis Program, and so as to prevent the cases of anemia. Okay. Next is Orthotolidine test is used for detecting. Orthotolidine is a test, so it is used for detection of what thing? So we are having the option. First is the chlorine, second is the nitrites, third is the nitrates, and last is the ammonia. And the correct option is A, is chlorine. So if we have to detect the chlorine in anything, we have to use the yes. So we are back. Sorry, that was a network error. So next is the so we were talking about the orthotolidine test that is used for the detection of the chlorine. So it is used for determining both free and combined chlorine. Okay. Next, all are the indicators of air pollution. So these are the Just a second. Let me share you the screen. Just a second. Okay, we are back. Sorry, that was a network error. Okay, I hope you can see all of the questions. Okay, so let's continue. All are the indicators of air pollution except. So which of these is not an indicator of air pollution? So we are having the options CO2, SO2. Third is the swelling index, and last one is the smoke index. Okay, so the correct option is CO2. What is the explanation behind this? Answer is indicators of air pollution are smoke index, sulfur dioxide, and suspended particles, grit, and dust. So CO2 is just a gas, so it is not an indicator. Okay. Next is disposal of expired and cytotoxic drugs is by. So what are the options? Separate landfill disposal. Second is the municipal waste. Third is the autoclaving, and last one is the chemical treatment. Okay, so what is the correct option? That is the separate landfill disposal. So expired and cytotoxic drugs that are not that we are not going to use in the future is, so we have to dispose them of. So the correct method is separate landfill disposal. Next is which of the following uh, viral infection is transmitted by tick? So we are having the options: Japanese encephalitis, dengue fever, uh, Kaisanur forest disease, and last one is the yellow fever. So the correct option is Kaisanur forest disease. Okay, this is transmitted mainly from the heart ticks, particularly by the H. spinigera and H. tutera. Okay, so this is the name of the tick that causes this type of disease, that is Kaisanur forest disease. Next is trickling filter is used in. So trickling filter is used in which of the following? That's prime. First option is the primary treatment of the sewage. Second one is the secondary treatment of the sewage. And third one is the oxygen ponds. And last one is the sewage farm. So the correct option is B option. So trickling filter is used in the secondary treatment of the sewage. So if you have ever seen a sewage plant, so you will get to know what I am talking about. That is the first primary and the secondary treatment of the sewage. So this type of trickling filter is used in the secondary treatment of the sewage. Okay. So explanation is written over here that primary treatment includes screening and removal of the grit, and secondary treatment includes trickling filter and activated sludge process. Okay. Next, 27th question is all are the anti-larval measures. These are all of the anti-larval measures except which are the options. First is the intermittent irrigation. Second is the Paris green. Third is the Gambusia affinis and last one is the DDT. So which of the following is a antilarval measure? Which is not antilarval measure, because all of these are the antilarval measure except correct option is DDT. DDT is not used as larvicide. It is an anti-adult measure of pest. Okay, antilarval measures are larvicidal oils, fishes like Gambusia, lobster, periscreen, intermittent irrigation, etc. Okay, so DDT is not used as larvicide. So mark the question because it is very important. Next is vector of Kala Azar is. So which of these is a vector that cause the Kala Azar? So first option is flea, second is sissy fly, third is sandfly, and last is the mosquito. So the correct option is sandfly. Sandfly causes Kala Azar, oriental soap. 29th question, which of the following is not spread by the Aedes mosquito? Which of the following is not spread by the Aedes mosquito? We are having the options, that is dengue fever, chikungunya, Japanese encephalitis, and yellow fever. So the correct option is Japanese encephalitis is not spread by the Aedes mosquito. Aedes causes yellow fever, that is not in India. Second is dengue fever, chikungunya, Rift Valley fever, and filarial. Okay, so Japanese encephalitis is not caused by Aedes mosquito. It is not spread by that. Last question is DDT is a contact poison, CNS poison, stomach poison, and none of the above. And the correct option is contact poison. DDT acts as a contact poison. Okay, so I hope you have got all the points clear. And this was all about today's topic. So today I have explained you about the 30 important questions that are frequently asked in the various types of recruitment test for the various posts, either of the staffing or the teaching, like the tutor, demonstrator. If we talk about the part of the community health nursing, okay. So that was about the today's topic. So in the next week, I will come with some of the new questions. Okay. For that time, thank you very much, everyone, for your precious time. Thank you very much.